Today's tutorial and video. Today we're going to talk about wrapping up with method, specifically on numbers, mass, and date. So we're gonna do the two last thing, mass object and date object / methods here. Ooh, okay, let's take a look. So to use a mass object, make sure you have mass is using dot notation, just like how you use numbers. First you can do is using absolute value. So recall, if you actually listen in your math class, here's the absolute value means. Absolute value is a distance from the number to 0. So basically just get rid of, if it's positive, it stays the same. If it's negative, get rid of negative sign. If it's 0, it is just 0. Alright, so simple enough. Next, we're going to learn some standard trigonometric function with argument in radians. That is important. It says I don't even know what's radian mean. Oh, see, reference error if you don't have it. So mass distance, I'm not sure that radian, but you get some negative value. Is you can also use sin, cos, tan, and also we have some inverse trigonometric functions, such as mass.a thing, which is inverse hyperbolic functions, return value hyperbolic angle. So, actually no. We're going to do so inverse trigonometric. Sorry. So we're gonna use a sin. So we have return value in radians. If I type 100, it is not a number, so I'm assuming it's not a radian. It is not possible for radian. And by the way, that's one not exist, not a number, because it's supposed to give you a number. So it is numeric, but it's not a number, so it cannot be displayed because it's not a really a solution, so it's not a number, but still numeric expression. And this is inverse hyperbolic. So this is inverse trigonometric function. And then next we are going to talk about hyperbolic functions, argumented hyperbolic angles. So such as you can use mass dot sin h. So we can say angle, which is 100, and you get, I'm assuming it's radian, which is approximately 1.34 to the exponent of positive 43. Alright. And just like the standard trigonometric function, we also have inverse hyperbolic functions. You can use a sin h, such as you can say dot a sin h. If I type this, what will happen? So I'm assuming it's do reverse. So so you can see it's give 100 back. Next, and all of this is some trigonometric stuff, which means most of them is have sin, cos, tan, all of them. But with one general exception, it's not really exception, but for inverse trigonometric function, which is a sin, a cos, a tan, it's also have a tan too. So I would like to take a look about that. So mass dot a tan, let's just say 100. We got this. Or mass dot a tan 2, which we got not a number for some reason. I hope other trigonometric people can help me to explain this, because I'm not really paying attention in trigonometry class. Alright, so now we're going to do some exponential logarithmic function, such as mass.pow. I don't even know what this function do. It is not a number. We can also say mass.express exp. And I don't even know what RZ stand for. And we also have exp m1, log 10, log 1p, and log 2. So these are really math related stuff. Actually, this video is generally, this half of video is actually all math related. Now we're going to learn something that's a little bit more useful. Okay, so such as let's define an array first. So we can say var is an empty array, and then what we're going to do is we're going to find the largest and the smallest integer. We're going to try to find the largest integer that is less than or equal to an argument. So suppose we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and mass I think it's the floor. It just makes sense if it's array function, but let's see if we say 2. Okay, probably it's mass. So it is not a number. Or can we try use cell? This is an interactive, more visual JS console. You can go using jsconsole.com. I wish to have an interactive console, so I can share this console with all of you. So we can say master cell. It's also not a number. Okay, so I need to figure out what's wrong here. I think I do use them in code word challenge. Do we have to say apply? I think I use apply. It's also not a number. Okay. We also have min max, which this one should be straightforward. So mass dot min, if we pass it to it's always some number. Actually, let me do a quick search. So min, sorry, I should prepare that, but min mass JavaScript. So if we take a look here. Oh, is it because it's not smart enough to understand it's a global variable? Wait, that thing me even if I put it in console here. Yeah. That's weird. The min. Oh, it cannot take. Oh, so. Oh my god. So it's not an array. It's not an array, but it's just a comma separated value. Okay. So it's not an array. Or we can also say mass.max, which is 10, 20, 30, which we expect to see 30. Indeed, we do see 30. We also can generate some random value. It's especially useful when you create games. But yeah, that's how you generate random values. But some rounding things, so we can use mass.round. Say 2 point a bunch of digit. It's round to 3, so it's smart rounding. So I have fround and trunction functions. also can take a square root, mass the square root, let's say 4. So as opposed to see 2, indeed we saw 2. We also have cube root, mass dot cube root, we can say 8. And indeed we saw 2 again, and we also have hypotenuse, mass dot hypot, 20. Number really quick. That is both a square root and a square number and a cube number. $16. You know what? I don't really care. Okay. Some square argument. Alright, so now we can also see the sign of a number to determine if it's a negative, positive, with 0. So we can say mass dot sign, got a number called negative 10. So it is a negative value. We can say positive 10, which is a positive 1. We can also check for 0, which should be returning 0. And last but not least, we have a number in bit. So such as we can say mass dot CLZ32, which is a 32-bit binary representation. So let me try to have some random values. And indeed we see 7. I don't know really why, but it's 32-bit binary representation. Alright, so you can see the full list in MDN documentation. I'm probably going to link down the description of this video. And then, yes. Now we're going to move on to the final part of our special object. It's called date. So, general syntax for the date is, let me just see, is it smart enough? Okay, so it is smart enough to remember it. Alright, so to create a new date, you can say var date equals new date. We use new syntax. And then in here, it's a bunch of parameters. So we can say nothing. And if we console.log date, you can see it's okay. Okay, wait. So I guess I'm gonna use real console for this one because invalidate. Oh. Okay, did I? Oh, yeah, I put the bracket in for some reason. Okay. Alright, if I console.log date, hopefully you can see today's date. No, no. But we do see a date in actual console right here, so I'm gonna use the actual console now. It is for me it is February 16th, 2020, which is a Sunday. So it's not exactly when this video will get published. It is 8:38 and 18 p.m. GMT minus 0800, which is otherwise known as Pacific Standard Time or PSD. And yeah, that's how I get current date. Where you can also type a string in the following form. So, okay, never mind. We can also check for some new stuff. So, we can also say yesterday equals new date. And then this is going to actually take in some parameter. We'll say month's day, so we can say months. Which is February. Yesterday, which is 15. So 2 space 15, then a comma says year 2020, and then let's see, we do have a comma here, so we can say 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, which is hours, minutes, second. Okay. So string, sorry. Okay, let's try to see yesterday. And indeed, it is set to Saturday, February the 15th, 2020, which is at midnight PST. Yes, so this is that really detail. You can have months, space day, comma, space year, comma, space hours, colon minutes, colon second. That's literally how you should use it, with no extra space nor comma inside of them, else it's not going to work. Make sure it's string format. We also can use some integer values. So such as you can say var the day, tomorrow, how about that? Tomorrow, which is going to be equal to new date. And we're going to say integer values now, which is for years, 2020, comma space, months is 2, where you can type 02, and day, which is 17th. And if we try to cancel the log tomorrow, we get Monday, February the 17th, 2020 at midnight PST. Or if you really hate string and you hate like space, where we have a space here, not a comma, where we don't have commas right here, where whatever reason you want to type in integer values, you can also type this for me integer values, such as we can say var random date equals new date. It's not really random. We can say it is integer value again, which is 20. You know what? I don't really care, but let's make it doable. So 20 is 30, months is 12, days 25. If I want to say what is Christmas, which day is Christmas in 2030, then we can say hours, which is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm still liking midnights right now. And let's cancel the log random date. Okay, so we get an invalid date. So we have year, month, day, hour, minutes. Is it because it's too far? Or it's because it has some form issue? Okay. Year, month, day, hour, minute, second. Is it because it's cannot using midnights? That's the case, I don't really care, so we can say random date again. I should really prepare some example. Alright, I'm gonna double check this with MDN. This is but anyhow, this is our parameter, and we're going to say create thing for today equals new date. Recall to create date for today, you don't provide any parameter at all. And now I'm gonna set date. We're gonna use some set method, so I can say today dot set. I guess it's set full year. So instead of 2020, I want to say 2030. And if I try to cancel the log today again, you will say it is Saturday, February the 16th, which is apparently not Sunday anymore, and the time is still the same in PSD. There's actually a bunch of more. You can see this is all, it all has like set for years, set hours, set milliseconds, set minutes, set months, set seconds, set time, set UTC, which is Universal Time Zone, I think, something like that. Which apparently computers start counting, like you can see this is a bunch of milliseconds. Computer actually start counting at, if I remember correctly, it's UTC midnight, which is January 1st in 1970. Is that a special date? But yeah, you can see there's all kinds of stuff you can work with. We can also using get. So such as I want to get the date. Let's see, how can I get date? Okay. Yeah, but that's how get date. You actually need a function for that, but so let me try to create a function. Call get date, and let me just say console.log. Hello. As though it's totally not related. Okay, great. Okay. Let's look at date work. I don't really know how that works. I should prepare some example. We can also use to and parse UTC method, so we can change them to a string. So sorry about the fast record for today. So we're actually going to do a mini project related to date. It's called Leap Year Project, which we're going to talk about leap year, history about it, why we had leap year. Probably going to do a JavaScript project. Yeah, so that's going to be today's video. In that, we're going to dive a little bit deeper to date. And thank you for watching this video.